In this video, I am going to explain the de Moivre's theorem. According to de Moivre's theorem, to take the nth power of a complex number, we take the nth power of the modulus and then multiply the argument by n. So understand this whole formula or whole theorem by an example. Let's apply the de Moivre's theorem on 4 plus 4 square root 3i whole to the power 6. So the first step is that you can see the form which is given to us is the rectangular form. So 4 is your A and 4 square root 3i is your B. So for the first thing is that you have to find out the modulus. And you all know that the formula for the modulus is R equals to square root A square plus B square. Now here it is very clear that A equals to 4 and B equals to 4 square root 3. So to find the modulus, just substitute the values of A and B in the formula. So you will get 4 square plus B 4 square root 3 whole square. Now solve it, put it in the calculator or do it mentally, you will get 8. Now the value of the modulus is known. Now you have to find the argument or the theta, and the formula for finding the theta is tan inverse B over A. So you will write tan inverse and your B is 4 square root 3 divided by A is your 4. Write it in the calculator. Make sure your calculator is in radian mode and you will get 1 over 3 pi. Hence you have the value of the R and also you have the value of the theta. What you have to do, just convert this or put all the values into the formula. So your z is, this whole thing is your z to the power n. So your z is 4 plus 4 square root 3i whole to the power 6 equals to r to the power n. Now this root, this power is n. So your r is 8 given here, n, write it here, and now cos n theta. So you have to write cos, n is 6, then theta is 1 over 3 pi, then plus iota sine, theta is, n is 6 and theta is 1 over 3 pi. Now solve it. I would suggest that first of all solve the angle. It means now here you have n 6. So we have to write at 8 to the power 6. So cos 6 times 1 over 3 pi will gives you 2 pi plus iota sine 6 times 1 over 3 pi will gives you 2 pi. Now here 8 to the power 6 cos of 2 pi. Now as I said that make sure that whatever you are writing, your answer or your calculator should be in radian mode. So cos 2 pi is 1 plus iota, sine 2 pi is 0. So anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So you will get 8 to the power 6 times 1, that is 8 to the power 6. And write it, calculate 8 to the power 6 is equals to 2621444. So that is your complete answer. Let's solve one more example. If 1 plus square root 3i whole to the power 4 is given, how do we find out the roots? So first thing is find the modulus and find the argument. So the formula of the modulus is a square plus b square. Here in the question, 1 is your a and b is square root 3. So put it in the formula, that is 1 square plus root 3 whole square, it will give you 2. Now found the theta. The theta will be tan inverse b over a. So you will get tan inverse. B is square root 3 and A is 1. Now calculate it. As I said, make sure that the calculator is in radian mode, because if the calculator is in degree mode, then maybe the answer or the option given to you doesn't match. 1 over 3 pi. Now after this one we have to put all of these things in the de Moivre's theorems. So here r to the power n. R is 2, n is the root, that is 4. Cos n theta, it means 4, and theta is 1 over 3 pi, plus iota sine, n is 4 and theta is 1 over 3 pi. Now solve it. 2 to the power 4. Now you will get cos 4 over 3 pi. As I told you that first of all solve the angle. Before writing into the calculator directly, better to solve the angle. Plus iota sine 4 over 3 pi. Now calculate the value in the radian mode. So cos 4 over 3 pi will gives you negative 1 over 2. And sine, it will gives us 2 to the power 4. Cos 4 by 3 pi will give us negative 1 over 2. Plus this iota is here. Now find out sine 4 by 3 pi, which will gives you negative square root 3 over 2. So if you have negative square root 3 over 2, we don't write the negative here. This negative we will write over here. Now 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power 4 will gives you 16. And then if you want to open it. 16, then negative half, negative I square root 3 over 2. Now distribute the 16 with everything. So you will get negative 8, negative iota 8 square root 3. That's all. Let's take one more example. Minus 2i whole to the power, let's suppose it's 6. So what you have to do, as we know that the first thing is to find the modulus, and the formula of the modulus is a square plus b square. In this situation, your a is negative 2 and your b is also negative 2. Write it in the calculator and you will get 2 square root 2. Because negative 2 square 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 will gives you 4 times 2, so 2 square root 2, yes. Now you have to find out the argument. The formula of the argument is theta equals to tan inverse b over a. B is negative 2 and a is also negative 2. So once you write in the calculator, make sure that the calculator is in radian mode, you will get 1 over 4 pi. But now again look at the question. The complex number which is given to us in the form of x and y, they both lie in the third quadrant. Now just revise the thing what we have taken before, that if x and y lies in the first quadrant, it means the x is positive, y is positive, it means they are in the first quadrant. We consider the angle as it is. Now if the x is negative and the y is positive, it means they are in the second quadrant. So we will use the formula pi minus theta to find the argument. If our x is negative and y is negative, it means they lie in the third quadrant, where we use the formula pi plus 180, pi plus theta. Now if the x is positive and y is negative, it means the argument lies in the fourth quadrant, where the answer or the theta will be taken as 2 pi minus theta. So here you can see that minus 2 and minus 2. It means they lie in the third quadrant, where we have to use the formula theta plus pi. It means whatever we get the answer as a theta, we have to add the pi in it. And in this case, you will get 5 pi over 4. So hence 5 pi by 4 is your argument. Now once it is done, just apply the de Moivre's theorem, according to which R, if you have z to the power, according to your scenario, the power is 6. So it is equals to R. R is 2 square root 2 whole to the power 6, whole to the power 6, then cos n is 6, and here you have 5 pi by 4 as a theta, plus iota sine, and then n is 6, and then you have to write theta, that is 5 pi by 4. Before writing into the calculator for the final answer, it is necessary to simplify the theta. So you will have 6 5 pi by 4, it will give you 15 pi by 2, 15 pi by 2 plus iota sine 15 pi over 2. Now one by one write in the calculator. First of all, write down how much 2 square root 2 whole to the power 6 equals to. So write in the calculator 2 square root 2. Make sure that while writing into the calculator, you put the brackets correctly, because if you will not put the brackets, your answer might be wrong. So 2 square root 2 to the power 6 will give us 512. Now write down cos 15 pi by 2. But as I said again and again, I repeat again and again that you have to make sure that your calculator is in radian mode. So cos 15 pi by 2 will give us 0, whereas iota, now write the iota as it is, and sine 15 pi by 2 will give us negative 1. So it will be negative I and negative I. Okay, because it will give you, just to make sure and just to explain you, that sine 15 pi by 2 is equals to negative 1. Now open the bracket, anything multiply by 0 will gives you 0, and 512 times minus 1 iota, it will gives us negative 512 iota. So this is our complete answer. I hope that you will understand these things. If you want me to explain more examples, so I can just send me the comment and I can explain, and I will explain in the other videos more examples. Thank you very much for watching.